Hey dudes, what's up? Just trying to work on the Ricer Miata a little more here. Gonna pull the engine out today. Try to get this rear main seal fixed up. It's dumping oil pretty good. Definitely want to get it fixed. Do a couple other small things while I'm in there. I think I'm gonna put a new clutch on and stuff. So you can see, it's kind of hard to see. So I don't know how well it's picking it up on camera, but it's pretty coated in oil down here. And also I'm missing like some bolts and shit like that. So just want to pull the engine out, see what is all going on, just get everything fixed up. There's some oil dripping right there. Pull this cap back off. I really need to cut this death spike off, but maybe another day. Okay, it's coming along pretty decently. Not too much more to go and then we'll be able to pull the engine. So, got all the intake off, radiator. I think everything's unplugged. Still need to undo the engine mounts and undo the shifter. After that, I think she'll be ready to come out. Okay, about to find out if my cherry picker is going to be able to pull this. It almost looks like it's too short. We'll see though. Let's see if I can find a good spot. Alright, here goes nothing. Okay, she's all the way out, just about 95%. So, I guess there's not as many bolts that are lost as I thought. There's like 2 or 3 though. And then like, this one is like all the wrong bolt or something. A couple other ones are just lost. It's just dumping oil from couple spots, I think. But there she is. Got her out. Okay, here we go. Okay, just about there. Almost maxed out. Got a little hang up here. Okay, here we go. Alright, gotta set you down for a sec. Okay, so we got it all out. Didn't take too long, a couple hours. Oh, there's the transmission. Stepping on it. Well, I think now that I looked at it, the oil leak might be coming from this crank angle sensor. I don't know if it's actually the rear main or not. It's certainly dumping out of there though. Maybe a little bit of the valve cover too. Everything else looks pretty alright on it though. Transmission looks alright. Need to replace one of the sensors. Didn't have any wiring. Made a little bit of a mess. We got a power wash in here too. If I can, I don't know. We'll see. Whew, alright. What up, dudes? Back here, day 2. Engine's out. Gotta do a couple things to it today. First, gotta pick up an engine stand, make it a little easier to work with. Gonna replace this cast O-ring thing. And replace the valve cover gasket. I think like this hose is alright. Looks fairly recent, so that should be cool. I've never replaced the clutch and everything. Just figured I might as well while I'm here. And replace the rear main seal, even though I don't even think that was the actual problem. Probably replace like sensors back here. Let's see. Replace this belt while I have it out. I need to pull off right here. Pull off the throttle body, clean all that. Let's see. Oil pan. Yeah, pull the oil pan, reseal it. Transmission. Gonna replace some of the seals, that sensor. I have the new bolts for the holding the transmission. I have a new clutch line, new slave cylinder, new master cylinder for the slave. I really want to power wash that engine bay. It looks like garbage. But no, might be too lazy. We'll see how I feel later today. So, off to get an engine stand. Go to the auto parts store. Alright, peace out. Okay, made a little more progress. Got it all mounted on the stand. As it would turn out, this engine's like super clean. Everything looks like brand new on it. All the cam lobes look really good. No weird wear marks or anything. It's like not even varnished. Get the valve cover. Usually that was a completely burned, caked on varnish. So I did get the crank angle sensor O-ring replaced already. I'm gonna have to pull that back out though when I put the engine back in so it doesn't break that. Still need to replace this clutch and rear main. I'll do the oil pan. Should be ready to go back in after all that. We'll be back on the road soon. Okay. So it's definitely leaking out the rear main right there. So I guess we made the right call. Pulling the engine and all that. Yeah, it's pretty crusty. I resealed that, changed all the sensors. Cam covers resealed, that's resealed. Let's see. Need to get a new line. Whatever this is. Fucking oil filter cooler shit. I don't want to replace that later, so I'll just do it now. Go to the Napa again tomorrow. So we gotta take the oil pan off, reseal that. And I think the engine will be all good after that. Place the clutch and everything. The clutch didn't look too bad, but fuck it. I already got a new one. Bearings and all that shit. So should be done. Alright. Flywheel's all resurfaced. Rear main's replaced. Oil pan's resealed. Just need to finish my intake manifold stuff. Bolt the clutch back on, it's all good to go. See if I can focus here. This flywheel actually looks like really nice. They did a sweet job on it. Almost ready. Okay. Got a little more progress here. Decided to take the manifold off. I'm gonna replace all these fuel lines. Well, actually I got most of them done. I just need to get this one. Ran out of fuel lines. Replace this little O-ring on this oil cooler deal. Let's see. Looks like there might have been some coolant that leaked before. I hope it's not leaking still. But I didn't notice it losing any coolant or anything before. Got a new alternator belt I'm gonna put on when it comes time. Gonna replace all the little injector O-rings, so I won't have to worry about that at all. New manifold gasket, obviously. And right now what I'm working on, trying to get this hinge out of here. This one right here is actually all bent. It causes the hood not to be able to close. Ugh. Let's see if we can get it. Get it off and compare it real quick, see what the difference is. Luckily these fenders only had like a couple bolts in them, so it makes it pretty easy to pop them off. Okay. See if I can remember where I put the old one. The new one, I mean. So another thing, I replaced the throwout bearing, got like a new Timken one, replaced all the seals on the transmission, new slave cylinder, new pilot bearing in the flywheel, Timken bearings, with an Exetti clutch or Exetti or however the hell you fucking say it. Just the stock replacement clutch. Let's see if I can figure out. Ah. I don't know if you can even tell, but yeah, that old one's way bent up. It's pretty even right there, but you can see the part where the bolts go in. Completely different positioning. Right there's it good. I got the backs of them completely lined up. So hopefully that fixes the hood being all cockeyed. So I actually noticed these two sensors are in the wrong spots. Luckily I saw this before I put it back in. But yeah, this one needs to be over here. This one needs to be over here. So let's see if we can get this. Okay. I'm trying to swap these real quick. It would have been really annoying to have had these swapped. This is the original one, not a new one like the other one was. Couldn't find the hole for a second. Okay. Should work a little better like that. Hopefully this shit doesn't get caught in here when I put it all back together though. Alright. Got that good to go. I think everything on the transmission's actually ready now. Let's see, what do we got left over here? Just waiting on parts actually. Be back on the road soon.